everyone, welcome to Moguls of Luxury presents Leaders Who Run the World. Today we present you Miss Kamaali. Hello ma'am, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Welcome to Moguls of Luxury.
Thank you so much.
So let's get started.
Yeah.
Why did you take the decision of pursuing a career within the fashion industry? What was the deciding factor?
My mother was in this trade and since the age of 10, I would accompany her to all the designer studios. And I liked the whole idea of converting fabric, which was literally nothing, into something that could be worn and transform the entire body form. So you could transform your personality into someone sexy, into someone glamorous, into an Indian lady. So I loved that concept, fabric to garment, and so that's what I liked. That's why I did it.
How have you gotten to where you are today? What or who helped you along the way?
So I decided very early on that this is what I wanted to do, right? So from the age of 10, my mother guided me in understanding the industry as such, and I had, for me it was not the glamour, for me it was the craft. So I was more interested in manufacturing the garment rather than being on the ramp or being in the front. And I started visiting many more factories to understand how the garment was being made. So by the time I was out of school, I was ready to start my business. So I was very clear about it.
Wow, amazing. Did you always believe that this industry is your calling, or did you explore other careers on your way?
No, I did explore other careers. So I was always creative, but I was very fond of clothing. But when I left college, I realized that it was not going to be an easy task. It is not an easy task at all. I always wanted to be a wedding decorator. So I did 3 weddings of my friends, and I realized that wasn't easy either. So, and then I did hair accessories, and I supplied to Ambika Pillai for a while. So, and I did sportswear. So I did a couple of things, but all creative. And I used to do dry flower arrangements, and I had exhibitions regarding that. And once I did everything, I was still not satisfied. So I said, okay, clothes it is. And that's when I started clothes.
Oh. Career-wise, what are the best and worst decisions that you have made along the way?
I think when I started, I had no plan. So I just decided one fine day that I want to make clothes, and that's how I started. So I had absolutely no plan. I had no financial budgeting. I had no vision. I had no aim, so as to speak. I just got up one fine day and started my unit. So I think that was the worst mistake ever. I should have had a financial plan. I should have had a growth chart. I should have kind of planned my stores, etc. Yeah.
In a fast-paced environment such as yours, how do you manage to create and maintain a healthy work-life balance?
You can't. Ours is a 24-hour job. Even if you're sleeping, you're dreaming of designs, and you're dreaming of fashion, and you're dreaming of colors and fabrics. So basically, the life outside of work is with people you work. So either you're meeting photographers or industry people or other designers, or you're meeting people who are interested in fashion, and that's how I am basically.
India has grown exceptionally as a market in the recent year. Do you feel that the Indian consumers have evolved and grown over these years?
Yes, tremendously. Like, I can't keep pace now. So the whole reason that I started was because I felt that there was a major gap in the market for young people. Whatever existed was purely anti-clothing, and it was clothing that covered the entire body. So it was saris, anarkalis, lehengas, and everybody looked the same. You know, the color palette was the same, oranges, red, yellows, whatever. So I wanted to introduce a new look, but I was very forward for my time. And it took me time to kind of break into the market to say that, listen, you can wear pastels. You don't have to wear yellows and reds. And if you actually study my brand, I do only pastels. I do very soft colors. I do the English looking embroideries. I don't do anything traditional because that's what I like. And that's how I feel a girl should look like, you know, so very delicate and soft. It took me a lot of time to reach where I am in terms of to convince a bride to wear baby pink on any of her functions. because the first option is yellow or red or magenta. Today the client is extremely educated. 10-15 years ago when I started, they were not. They were completely guided by their parents or their mother-in-laws. Today they have a mind of their own. They travel the world. They know what's in trend. They know which color is trending, what cut is trending. Bollywood plays a big part. So the market is completely different. Yeah.
What is your success mantra or life hack you swear by?
I don't have any. I just trust in the universe. And I believe that if you want something and you work towards it, you are surely to be successful in it. You just have to be consistent. I don't look at roadblocks as roadblocks. I always look at it as a learning curve or an opportunity to move in a different direction. And I think that's what just keeps me positive.
Wow, that's great. What would be your advice to the young minds that are looking to pursue a career into fashion or this industry?
I think when I joined college, because I had already been going to units, designer units for 10 years, I knew exactly what the design process was. But none of my classmates had any clue. And within 3 to 4 months of joining, they kind of decided that that's not what they wanted to pursue as a career for life. So what my advice would be, before you join any industry, I mean not just fashion, any industry, experience what working behind the scenes is, because the 5 minutes of fame that you get takes about 6 months of work. You know, so if you're at Fashion Week, it has taken you 4 months to get there. So those 4 months are very crucial, and if that's not something that you enjoy doing, then there's no point. So that's my advice.
After all the success, what do you aspire for now?
I think success is what you think success is. You know, for me, it's a journey. So fashion is something that I live with on a daily basis. So today I have 1 store, tomorrow I would want to grow the business to maybe 2 stores, 5 stores, 3 countries, maybe online, maybe furniture. So anything that will come my way which interests me, I will grow it in that direction.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Thank you, everyone. See you next time.